This is going to be the most comprehensive tutorial on how to pay rent using the BILT Mastercard with this new bill pay feature in 2025. Now, if you already know how to pay rent with the BILT Mastercard, then you can go to this timestamp if you just want to learn how to absolutely maximize your BILT points. There are 3 methods that BILT goes for. 1 is going to be the physical check method, 2 is going to be online portals, and 3 is going to be through Venmo. So let's go over all 3 methods, and then let's go over how to maximize all those points that you earn from your rent purchases. Method 1, the physical check method. So it's basically the same exact method as before. You just go to your pay rent tab, and now it's going to say welcome to bill pay. Now you simply just enter your rent amount in that $0 section, and it'll automatically take you to the next page where you can put the exact amount of rent that you pay every month. Now coincidentally, I have 3 different business locations that use 3 different methods: physical check, online portal, and Venmo. So we'll be going over examples that literally my rent for every month. So my rent for business number 1 is going to be $3,106.42. So I'm going to put that right here in this tab. And FYI, for all you business owners, BILT doesn't really allow business locations, but in my experience, they don't know what a business location is or not. So I guess you can really just get away with it because I actually just strictly use this for business. Now it'll ask you, how do you pay rent? For this example, we're going to go for the physical check button. Now it'll ask you to check your payment details. If it's your first time, it's not going to be filled out yet, but if it's you've done this before, it'll automatically fill out this section. But let's go over each section here. So payable to is going to be your landlord's name or whoever your landlord is. It could be like a company. Delivery address, this is going to be the most important, is where you want this check to go to. So if you want to go to you put your own address. If you want it to go straight to your landlord, you put your landlord's address. Now check memo is going to be filled out for you most likely. BILT is just going to put what it's for, the rent amount, things like that. It's not that important. Now delivery method, just choose first class. This is going to arrive in 4 to 5 days and it's free, so you don't have to pay any extra fees. I get it though, sometimes I forget and I got to do the 2-day method because I don't want to be late on rent. But yeah, just try to plan ahead. Then we're going to click next. Now it'll give you this review page where you can see what card you're charging it to. It's going to give you the transaction fee details, how much you saved in transaction fees, because if you want to pay with a credit card and earn points, you usually have to pay a 3% transaction fee, but they'll show you. So I think with $3,106.42, I saved like $90 in transaction fees. Now what's cool about BILT too is if you don't choose your BILT card, let's say the Capital One Venture X card, you could charge your rent to the Capital One Venture X card, pay that 3% fee, but you could still earn BILT points along with that. Granted, it's only 50% of the BILT points. It's a 1 BILT point per $2 spent, but then you would get 2 times points from your Venture X card. So in this example, I would get 6,200 Capital One miles along with 1,500 BILT points. For me personally though, I don't want to pay that 3% fee. I'd rather just keep it 0 and earn BILT points because in my opinion, I think BILT points are more valuable than Capital One miles anyways. Then you click that pay $3,104.62 button, or that number is going to vary on whatever your rent is going to be. And then you just click that button and it'll take you to this confirmation page right here. Now, after you paid and you got the confirmation, you go back to your rent tab and you could track the status of that check, see where it's going, the shipping date, when you can expect it to arrive, and whether it's cashed in or not by your landlord. And once your check is received to your landlord and they cash it in, well, BILT is also going to send you a confirmation that they did indeed cash out your check. Now, just a reminder here, you need to swipe your card 5 times if you want to earn those points on that rent. So if I want to earn 3,104 BILT points, I would have to swipe my card 4 more times because that rent payment actually counts for 1 swipe. So that means I would have to do 4 individual transactions if I want to earn those points. Now, they used to make it easy for you to track those 5 purchases, but now it's a little harder, which is kind of shady in my opinion. But basically you go to your wallet section, you go to your manage card area, and there's going to be this little, it's going to say manage card with 3 little dots on it. And that's where you can see 5 little kind of gray lines like that kind of tell you the status of how many swipes you've used so far. This used to be on the wallet page right on front, but now you have to kind of like seek it out, which is, it's a little shady in my opinion. It's like almost like they don't want you to swipe it 5 times and not earn the points. Method number 2, online payment portals. Now this method is for when you live in like an apartment complex or like a business leasing office kind of situation, and they have their own app or their online portal, and you have to put in your bank information and pay like the invoices per month rather than sending like a physical check or through Venmo. Incidentally, my second business has a payment portal, so this is a perfect example for method number 2. The process starts the same. You go to your rent tab, you put in your rent amount. For my example, my rent is going to be $2,919.33 for my second office. Then this time, the only difference is we're going to go for the online portal method rather than the physical check method. Then it'll show you this page where all you have to do now is just authorize the payment of $2,919.33 or whatever your specific rent amount is. Then it'll show you this page where you can authorize your payment for $2,919.33 or whatever your rent amount is. And it basically tells BILT, hey, there's going to be a charge soon on my card of this exact amount coming. That's my rent. If you were to just pay rent without authorizing this charge, you're going to get an email from BILT saying, hey, you didn't authorize this charge and we don't know if it's rent or not, so please authorize it next time. I don't really know why this is the case. I feel like the old method worked just fine. It's just an extra step that we have to do now, but hey, we got to follow the rules. Now, after that, they actually give you some instructions on how to pay rent. They give you this kind of fake account number and routing number, and this is where you can put it into your online portal in your payment section. So let's do exactly that. I'm going to go to my online portal right now. I'm going to try to find the payment method section. This is generally in like your menu, your account settings. And so I'm going to add in this account and this routing number and say that it's my own checking account. So I can charge this account and routing number the next time I have to pay rent. And generally, sometimes they ask you for like things like address or like zip code and things like that. I found that if I just use my own, or if that doesn't work, I could just use BILT address. Then that kind of works just fine as well. And then I go to my online portal once again. I click on pay invoices because I actually have an invoice due. I could pay ahead for the month, so I'm going to do that in this video. And then I'm going to make sure I charge it to my preloaded BILT account. And then because I authorized that payment from Bill Pay, I just get an email saying, hey, your rent is being processed, rather than, hey, we don't know what this charge is. So that is kind of the process for the online portal section. And then just like before, I'm going to use my card 4 more times so I can earn 2,919 points for this month. Method number 3, it's going to be Venmo. Now let's say your landlord is just like a person, just like kind of like my third location, right? It's just the person that I rent from. It's his own building, and I can just send him through Venmo. It's kind of like the most unofficial method, but it's very convenient in my opinion. So it's the exact same process. You go to the pay rent tab, you put in your rent amount, and then this time all you do is you go to the Venmo section rather than any of the 2 other sections. So once again, you have to authorize your payment. My third example, my rent is going to be $4,100. So I'm going to put in $4,100 and I'm going to authorize it for $4,100. So when I send it through Venmo, BILT notifies, like they know exactly what that charge is. Then I'm going to my Venmo account. If you don't have a Venmo account, you have to make one. And then once again, I'm just going to go to my payment method section, add a bank account. Usually it's let's connect it with Plaid, but for now, let's just use manual entry, and then just manual enter your BILT account routing number, and then put your name for the owner of the account. And then now you can just send payments through Venmo. I forgot, actually with Venmo, you actually have to verify that you got 2 direct deposits of like 2 different amounts. For example, it could be like 11 cents and 13 cents. Usually comes in like a day or 2. BILT actually sends you a text saying, hey, you added your account and checking number or routing number into Venmo, and we will let you know what those 2 deposit amounts are, because you don't have access to that bank account because it's not really yours, it's BILT's, right? So in about 2 or 3 days, BILT is going to send you a text message saying your 2 authorization numbers are going to be like 11 cents and 13 cents. And you go back to Venmo and then you put in 11 cents, 13 cents, and boom, now your bank account is verified with Venmo. Now I'm going to go to my Venmo. I'm going to tap in my landlord's name. I'm going to send him $4,100, and I'm going to get an email saying, hey, we're processing your rent payment because I authorized it beforehand on Bill Pay. Also, when you add your bank account and routing number, BILT's bank account and routing number, it's not going to say BILT, it's going to say Evolve Bank and Trust. So don't be freaked out if you see Evolve Bank and Trust. That really is just BILT. This is honestly my favorite method of using sending rent. It's like so easy. It's very convenient, and yeah, I could just send it to my landlord as fast as I can. I don't have to get a check, like drop it off at an office or go to like an online portal, log in. I just literally send it. I wish I could just send Venmo to every one of my landlords, but it's not like that. It's never that easy, right? So yeah, those are the 3 methods that BILT allows you to use to pay your rent. So now let's say you've had the card for 1 or 2 years now and you have all these BILT points. What is the absolute best way to maximize those points? Now, the absolute best way to get the most value from your BILT points is going to be through BILT's amazing transfer partners, specifically Hyatt and Southwest. Those are going to be some of the absolute easiest redemptions that you can get that gets you really, really high value. Now, recently BILT also added Japan Airlines as one of their transfer partners. That's amazing. It's the first American transfer partner, American company that transfers to Japan Airlines. So pretty crazy that they got this to happen. Now, I personally haven't had a chance to look into this yet, but think about Japan Airlines or like Japan websites for any airline is that they're super outdated and they're very complicated to use. And then yeah, so I tried making one for the purpose of this video, and like it was super hard to find. I just actually found it on BILT. They have a little link. It's like a really crazy form process they had to go through, and once you make the account, you actually can't even look for redemption flights until 60 days after you've made the account. So I couldn't find any examples for you guys, but I'm sure 60 days from now, I can look into this. So let's just focus on Hyatt and Southwest for this video because I couldn't find any Japan Airlines. Let's start with Hyatt. Man, like for 30,000 points, you can get like Park Hyatt stays, which generally cost you like anywhere from like $1,000 to $1,500 per night. And that's like a 5 cent per point mark with Hyatt redemptions. You know, I think for this year, I'm going, for my example, on my honeymoon, I'm going to Kyoto this year, and I'm staying at the Park Hyatt Kyoto for 45,000 BILT points. After I transfer them out to Hyatt, I can stay at a room that would cost me generally like $2,000. And these are some amazing hotels here. I think some of the stays I've done just this year, I've been to San Diego. I've been to the Alila in San Diego, which is a partner of Hyatt. Beautiful location in La Jolla, and you could just see, you're right on the beach. I think I mentioned New York, Park Hyatt in New York. Amazing rooftop pool with like a 360 view of Manhattan. Amazing. And that, like I said, that would cost me $1,500 a night. And yeah, that's kind of like the value that you can get from BILT points. Just make a Hyatt account, go look at any kind of like stay for like maybe 1 or 2 nights, and just look at the point redemption rate, and you'll see like, whoa, these are really cheap for what they're actually worth. Now, as for Southwest, man, like this is going to be one of the best ways to get domestic flights. I think one-way flight from LAX to like Las Vegas would be like 3,000 to 5,000 points or something like that. Super cheap. So if you like, let's say saved up like 20,000 points for the year, then you can just get like 2 round-trip flights for you and your partner to Vegas. So that's like a really, really awesome redemption rate there. Now, according to ChatGPT, the average American spends $1,700 per month for 12 months in a year. That would equate to anywhere like 20,000 BILT points, basically. So with that, you can definitely get a lot of stays. You can get cheaper Hyatt stays and pay for like an entire vacation. You can get like I said, 2 flights to Vegas round trip for you and your partner. That's why transferring out your points to Hyatt or Southwest is kind of a no-brainer here. Now, like I said before, another way to earn more points on your rent is to just simply connect another card that earns a baseline of 2 times points. Let's say like the Blue Business Plus with the Amex or the Venture X card, and then you can just earn half points on your BILT purchase. So let's say your rent was $1,000 for this purpose of simplicity, then you would earn 2,000 Venture X miles or Capital One miles, and you would earn 500 BILT points. So instead of earning just 1,000 BILT points, you would earn 2,500 credit card points as a whole. Just keep in mind that you do have to pay that 3% transaction fee, but if you're earning that many points, then it kind of negates that 3% transaction fee. Yeah, so for me personally, I have a really weird situation where I'm paying like $11,000 per month just on rent because I'm a business owner. I have like 3 different locations, so it's pretty crucial for me to max out my rent on points. And you can't get individual BILT cards as of what I know for yourself. So I personally can't have three BILT cards. I have to like use my family's. So I use my wife's, mine, and my mom's, and I use those kind of like to get these points. So yeah, like if you're paying a lot of rent, the BILT card is a must. Personally, I think BILT now just became the most valuable credit card currency in all the credit card land, more than Amex, more than Chase, because they have some crazy transfer partners. They used to have American Airlines, and that's when like it was amazing. American Airlines points are crazy valuable, so I wish they could bring that back. But you know what? I can't complain because we have Hyatt, Southwest, and Japan Airlines now, so I think those 3 combinations definitely beat American Airlines. And the crazy part about this is that no matter what you do, you're going to be profiting here because there's a $0 annual fee for this card. You don't pay anything for this card. It's like just a service that you get for free. You get to just transfer your points to Hyatt, and that alone you usually should have to pay an annual fee for. So I can't believe that there's no annual fee here. I'm very thankful that this card exists. So basically, save up your points, send it out to Hyatt, and you will profit off this card 100%. And you'll be surprised at some of the Hyatt stays that you can get if you're kind of new to the credit card game. Spend a night at like a Park Hyatt and you'll be like, damn, this is amazing. So yeah, if you want the card for yourself, I'll make sure to put my referral link down in the comments below. I actually maxed out mine, so I'm using my friends and my family's referral links. So I'd be very thankful for you if you did use their referral links, and I'm sure they'd be thankful as well. And like I said, if you're paying rent, this card is almost a must. And even if you're not, there's like BILT dining, just earning BILT points in general. You still earn 3 times points on dining with the BILT card. So if you want a great $0 annual fee card, this is going to be great because yeah, it transfers to Hyatt. I can't talk about that enough. So let me know if you have any questions about the BILT card, if you found anything here confusing, and I'd be more than happy to answer those questions down in the comments below. Hope you guys learned a lot from this video, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Woo!